election now ranks as the clearest demonstration of the true will of the American people. One of the most amazing demonstrations of civic duty we've ever seen in our country. It should be celebrated, not attacked. More than 81 million of those votes were cast for me and Vice President-elect Harris. That, too, is a record. More than any ticket has received in the history of America. It represents a winning margin of more than 7 million votes over the number of votes cast for my opponent.
Voice of America White House Bureau Chief Steve Herman joins us now from Wilmington in Delaware. Good to have you on the program. Steve, is this the end of the road for President Trump to overturn the election results?
Well, that road ended some time ago, and you could say that the president and his allies kept traveling on very unfirm and rocky territory past the end of the road. But what I think is significant tonight here is, according to grassroots members of the Democratic Party who Joe Biden spoke to after he made that speech that you just saw, that according to Biden, a number of senior senators from the Republican Party did phone him this evening and pledge to work with him. Now, they're not saying this in public yet, calling him President-elect Biden, but the fact that they now have reached out to him and are accepting him as the president is very, very significant.
And help us understand the process, looking at America from the outside for our international audience. We saw Hillary Clinton tweeting, "I believe we should abolish the Electoral College and select our president by the winner of the popular vote, same as every other office." How widespread is that belief?
Well, there are a lot of people on both sides of the aisle who do believe that. And of course, Hillary Clinton has good cause to say that because she won the popular vote in the previous presidential election, but lost the Electoral College. Biden, this time around, won both the Electoral College vote and the popular vote. But you're probably going to see some talk about abolishing the Electoral College over the next 4 years. But there's been grumbling about this for decades, if not centuries. Senators from smaller states are unlikely to want to see that happen because it would take power away from their states.
And Steve, what do you think President Trump will do next career-wise, and how will he react to this significant decision by the Electoral College?
Well, we haven't heard from him now on Twitter for 5 hours. He's not put out any statement, but inevitably he will be saying something. And as you've been airing on your program, and we've heard repeatedly from the president, he is still maintaining that this was a fraudulent process and that Joe Biden will be an illegitimate president. It's unlikely that the words "I will concede" will ever come out of Donald Trump's mouth before January 20th. But as your reporter pointed out, he's certain to leave the White House before January 20th.
Voice of America White House Bureau Chief Steve Herman, thank you so much for coming on the program.
My pleasure.